go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's try again. Oh, I got cut off. All right. I had to restart everything on both my YouTube and this. Okay, so where's Sylvia? I got to bring her back. We're going to try this again. Sorry, guys, I got cut off for some reason. Okay, so if you're tuning in again, please reshare because obviously the old link is not going to work. So if you can share, I really would appreciate that because I can't share from where I'm at. And I don't think there's a way to share from here. So if you can share in the Female Marines page, share in the Military Chronic, whatever you're in, with a witchcraft group, that would be great. Okay, waiting for Sylvia to come back on here because I was in the middle of trying to do her reading. Yes, my YouTube name is the same. I'm live right now. Hi. And my daughter's watching from my YouTube. Okay, Sylvia, hopefully she comes back on. I'm so sorry. I was trying to do my first on-camera reading and it was not working and then it got cut off. My YouTube is the same, Therapeutic Healing by Reese. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. All right, you guys, I'm trying to give Sylvia a chance to come back on. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. We were in the middle of it. I see you live. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. All right. Okay, I'm back. Someone said I had pepper in my teeth, but I didn't see it. Okay. All right, is she back? Sylvia, are you back? No, I don't mind. I was drinking wine earlier. I got some wine on. You know how have you ever drank red wine and it gets on your lips? I think that's what you were saying. Okay. All right. Well, we'll get Sylvia later. Okay. Is there anyone that has a specific question that wants to come on camera? Let's see. I really wanted to get Sylvia, but I'm not sure what happened. My YouTube name is the same. Okay, is there anyone that has a specific question? Or, oh, I'm sorry if you lost a friend to COVID. Oh, wow. Yay, people found me on my YouTube. That's awesome. Welcome. That's so cool. You guys are my first YouTube people. All right. Okay. All right, so let's do this because I want to do something a little different. If there's a specific question that you have or an area of your life where you just want to see what comes up, we can do that. I will ask you what deck you want to go from, and we'll see what messages come up if you just want spiritual messages, or we can go from there. I would like to bring somebody on camera if possible, if you're willing, because that's something that's a little different for me, something I've never done, and we can see what happens. All right. Hey, YouTube. I have 6 whole viewers on YouTube. Awesome. I think I have my daughter's questions or my daughter's friends watching. Okay. Diego. All right, Hannah. Let's see. Can we bring you on? I don't know if it's working. Hey, Kristen. Thanks for tuning in. Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Not looking too fabulous.
Oh, don't worry. You're fine. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm excited. So I have never really brought anybody on camera before. I usually just do it. And I want to do something a little different to see if it, you know, how the connection is or what messages come through. So I wanted to challenge myself a little bit. Okay. So give me your birth name.
Hannah, sorry. Hannah Louise Gerhardt.
Okay. All right. Okay. May I please, I call on Hannah Louise Gerhardt, you said? Hannah Louise Gerhardt's guides, angels, ascended masters, and loved ones, please come forward at this time to pass any messages for Anna's highest good and healing. May I please do a reading for Anna Louise Gerhardt. Thank you, and show me when I'm connected to Anna's energy and spiritual team. Okay. Is there a specific area you want to get guidance in, or is there a question that you have?
Yeah, I was looking into insight of where things might go with this guy that I've been talking to.
What's his first name?
Diego.
Diego. Okay. All right, let's see. Strengths, heart's desire, and challenges for Anna and Diego, please. Where are you calling from?
Colorado.
Oh, nice. We just came back from there. I was in Colorado about a month ago. We went to Estes.
Yeah.
What part are you from?
I'm in Aurora right now. I'm actually kind of in the middle of a move.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's a nice little mix up.
I love Colorado. It's beautiful. All right, challenges, please.
Did you get to at least see the Stanley in Estes?
Yeah, we did. I was trying to get some ghosty vibes there, but didn't really pick up on anything. But it was really cool to visit. Oh,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Flying cards here. Okay, let's see. Okay, one more. Any other challenges, please? Okay. So, you know, one of the first things that, you know, comes up in terms of the strengths with this relationship, and tell me his first name one more time.
Diego.
Diego. So I don't know if you've ever, you know, felt like you've gotten like into it, like, I don't know if you ever get these like gut feelings about certain things, or if you're the type of person that really like feels like, you know, when someone's lying to you, or when somebody's being honest with you, or just like someone who's really connected with energy, or maybe you just kind of feel when somebody like, oh, you know what, I get really good vibrations from that person, or I just get a good vibe from them. But they're saying some of your biggest strengths in terms of relationships is that you're able to pick up on those types of things. And when you get signs and reminders, or when they're giving you like, hey, this is probably not the best situation, or hey, this is a good situation, you're really good on picking up on that. And when I ask for like,
I consider myself an empath. So
yeah, and when I asked for what your strengths were in relationships, they're saying that you're really good at picking up on energy. And so, you know, as somebody who's an empath, you know, that's something that you really need to trust. So, you know, don't overthink things. So like, for example, if you feel like, you know, something just doesn't feel right, but your ego, your ego side, your intellectual side is like, well, what evidence do you have? Don't underestimate yourself. Like, don't overthink it, trust it. Because a lot of times what will happen is when you're an empath and when you like don't have any logical reason to feel that way, but your intuition, your gut is like, no, something's wrong. But your brain is like, well, what evidence do you have? Then you start to overthink. Oh, maybe I'm just being too sensitive, or maybe I'm overthinking. Yeah. They're saying to just really trust it, because most of the time you're right. It seems like what they're showing in terms of either what you're wanting or maybe something that's going on is like they're, to take a step back sometimes and maybe just evaluate things for what they are, or evaluate the situation before you make decisions, because what they're saying is take a step back. And it doesn't necessarily mean take a step back from the relationship. It could just mean take a step back from the situation to just evaluate, like, okay, does this serve my highest good? How do I want to communicate this? Like, don't rush any types of conversations. Don't rush things that, the biggest message that I'm getting is just to process and just take a step back, slow moving energy with this. But some of the challenges that they're showing is is power and intention in this relationship. So I don't know if there's like some type of stagnation with your relationship with him, or if it's not. And they're not showing me whether it's on your side or his side, but they're showing power and intention seems to be like more of a challenge. So I don't know if one person is putting in more effort than the other, but that's something that they're showing as that's something that they're showing as a challenge, that there really needs to be more power and intention in the relationship. Let me pull a couple more cards too. You show me any messages?
Yeah, that made sense.
Yeah.
We're in different states. We're from the same city, but we didn't know each other when we lived there.
Okay.
So it's just kind of.
Yeah, and I think sometimes too, when you're in different areas, I think you need to trust your intuition, and it always has to be an even exchange of energy too, because if you're putting, especially as an empath, you need to be really careful that you're not putting too much energy and not getting the same back, because we tend to divulge all this like energy and healing and light, and we want to just like love, but sometimes we attract people who need all this healing, and they can take that energy from us, and then sometimes it's not always intentional, but we tend to attract that because we are healers ourselves. So you have to be very careful that you're protecting your own energy, if that makes sense. And
for sure,
they're showing a lot of anxiety kind of surrounding this situation and this relationship. So I don't know if you're starting to feel some anxiety about the situation. I know you mentioned a move, so I don't know if this move is going to be a little bit closer to him. Let me ask you something. Are you having any type of financial constraints, or is there any financial constraints revolving around the relationship at all?
I'm kind of not out of a job right now, but I work in daycare,
Is that, has that made things difficult to see each other? I don't know how far he is away from you.
You're gonna scam me. Well, he lives in Texas.
Okay.
I live in Colorado, so.
Okay. Yeah, because they're showing finances that are surrounding that. So that maybe make it a little bit more difficult to see each other. So I'm going to pull a few more cards too. I heard someone in the background.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's a delight.
That's okay. Any messages for Diego for her, please? No, I had my own spiritual awakening like maybe less than a year ago, and not everybody is going to understand it. You kind of have to go through your own, and how I look at things is everything is energy, everything, no matter what you do. And some people understand and some people don't. They kind of have to go through it in their own time period to,
Exactly.
And, it's no different than, that's a whole nother conversation. But, when it comes to like spirituality and religion, I mean, there's really, really no difference. It's all higher beings, and they're always with us. Okay, let's see if we can get some more guidance from Diego. Okay, any guidance you can give for her relationship with Diego, please? All right. All right, so they're also saying that you need to wait on important information, and they're showing me springtime. So there might be some transitions when it comes to this relationship in the spring. But they're saying that you need to kind of just hold the space right now. So don't make any important decisions in terms of where you want to take this relationship, or if there's anything involving the relationship in terms of, your life. Don't make any decisions fast. Everything that I'm getting is very like slow, pentacles, really earthy, and be very brave and honest. So that means being honest with yourself, being honest with him, having open lines of communication. And I think you mentioned move, which is interesting because they're showing me traveler. So when I pull this card, this usually tells me some type of travel, some type of move. Sometimes this can be long distance. So that this all makes sense for your reading. But I think for you, hold the space. Again, I'm getting a lot of pentacles, a lot of earthy type of energy. But I think in the springtime, there's going to be some information that's going to come to you, or maybe something that's going to change that may make a little bit of a different transition in terms of where you stand in your relationship, or maybe a transition within the relationship for you and Diego. And let's pull one more deck. Yeah, and they're, I think too, they're saying that you need to trust and you need to protect your energy. And I'm not seeing anything in terms of like, oh, this person's lying or this person's doing this. But I think the biggest thing here is all about the fact that you need to protect your energy. You need to make sure that you're doing things for self-care, and you need to make sure there's an even exchange of energy, because oftentimes when we are empaths, and I'm not saying that he's a narcissist, but I'm just saying as an empath, we tend to attract people who need some type of healing themselves. And whenever you have that, you may start to feel like you are carrying the burden of someone else, or you're carrying burdens of others, because we tend to absorb their energy, even if it's not intentional of the other person. So a lot of messages that I think for you is just to, hold the space, don't make any quick decisions. Make sure you're protecting your energy. Make sure you're doing things for yourself. Don't put all your energy into another person. Make sure you're focusing on yourself, focusing on self-care, and what steps do you need to take in your own life to focus on you, if that makes sense. Because it's good to focus on a relationship, but you also need to focus on your own energy and yourself as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Okay. I'm trying to see if anything else comes up. How's your communication with him? Do you feel like your communication is good, or do you guys have any type of disagreements?
Not really. We talk pretty consistently.
Okay. So
and I try and make sure that like I'm not the only one initiating the conversation.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, they're showing communication.
It's like a balanced.
Correct. And that's what they're saying here is just make sure that the communication is open and that you say exactly, I'm getting throat chakra. So just speak your truth. Make sure you keep an open line of communication, because I feel like that's really going to be important for you guys. And I keep seeing they're showing traveling. So I'm getting a move, and I don't remember where I put my other card. So I feel like at some point, I don't know if this move is going to make you closer to him, but they're showing me moving forward. So I think that's going to have something to do with the relationship, and that might have something to do with the transition that they're showing around springtime. Now, time can always change, and whatever you make in terms of your decisions can always change that path. But I think for sure what is going to happen is some type of move or something that's going to move you guys forward into a new direction. But I don't see anything in terms of like, disappointment. They're not showing anything that, I don't, if I saw cheating or anything like that, I would tell you, and I don't see that. So I do feel like, there's some good energy around this, but there's just some things that I think as an empath, you need to protect your own energy, because again, even if he's got good intentions, we have to protect ourselves from other people, because we always feel this need to constantly like, oh, I have to, be there for this person, or I have to be, because it's just, we're light workers and it's what we do. But if you ever find yourself just constantly feeling drained, especially if you work and helping others, you have to protect your energy. Grounding, meditation, spending time in nature, doing things for yourself, and really just upholding your energy, because I almost feel like maybe sometimes you deplete yourself. I'm not sure if you're the type of person that's
like kind of putting out.
Yeah, and maybe putting others above you, and which is good, but you have to take care of you too. Because I almost get this like, that's like the main thing I feel with you is like, you need to take more care of yourself.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Shoot, I canceled my live again. Oh, damn it. I canceled my live. Again. Wow. I'm so bad with technology. I see myself. Wow. I am like turning into a flippin' grandma.
You're a boomer, Mom.
Am I a boomer? What is that?
You don't even know what it means. That's the
Oh my
thing.
God, I'm getting old. Oh my God, I can't work technology.
Yeah. Say hi to the chat and I don't know. friends.
Oh my God, I'm getting old. All right, I am gonna try this again. I'm dropping crystals in my bra.
Hi, friends.
There's only 4 people, so like, what 4 people are watching? Are they all your friends?
Yes, Victoria, Valeria,
Hi,
Rebecca, and
minions.
Dad.
Hello, minions. Dad.
Yep.
Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
He's watching.
What up, old husband? Okay, I cannot believe how in advanced with my technology that I am. OMG. All right, you guys, don't mind me. So here we go again, reshare. Oh my God, I am having the worst time with this technology. It is so hard to like, every time I end a live and I push end, it ends my entire live. All I want to do is end the conversation. And then I can't share unless I'm using a second device. I have to use 2 devices to go live from YouTube and Instagram. It makes no sense. Okay, back to the program.
You need to be pro at it.
Yeah,
pro.
I need to figure it out.
Yeah, you're not pro like Valeria.
What is shit? Well, you know what? Maybe you guys can like be my little
Yeah,
helpers.
Valeria's pro. She can teach you all the ways.
I see. And then you can drink some vodka.
Yes.
Oh, you can drink a vodka
See
and
the
put the
chat.
hair on your chest.
Look, no, I'm not a man.
Vodka puts the hair on your chest. Oh God. All right, let's clear this negative anxiety that's lingering right now with
My friend said that she can help with vodka.
oh, what are you gonna have with the vodka? All right. You went from 4 to 30 real quick. Oh, that's actually low. Usually I have like probably 4 or 5 times more people watching. I'm not sure. It's pretty low tonight. It's probably because I'm not able to share like I usually am. Okay, let's get back at it. They end the chat and then your live won't end. Okay, so they have to end it. Got
My friend
it.
said that she's a big fan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Is Mercury in retrograde? I'm sure Google may know better than me right now. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's see what you guys want to do. Oh, Sylvia is back. Sylvia, all right. Do you want to try again? Because I know, Sylvia, I owed you from before. And I think you wanted some. Let's try to do this. See if it works this time. If not, we'll just do it off camera. Hey. Are we still getting the echoes?
I'm not right now, no.
Okay, it might be on my end, but hopefully we'll try to do this. If not, I'll still do it and I'll just do it off camera. Okay, and you wanted to get some spiritual guidance, right? Okay, and tell me your full birth name.
Well, I was born with the name Silvana Ohanessian, but my married name, I Americanized it Sylvia, and my married name was Gardner, but I'm divorced.
Okay, Silvana. So what's your birth name? How do you say it?
Ohanessian.
Ohanessian? Okay. All right. Sylvia Ohanessian. I know I'm butchering. How do you spell it?
Ohanessian.
Ohanessian, pretty.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Guides, please come forward at this time. I call on Sylvia Ohanessian, spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, and loved ones to please come forward to pass any messages for Sylvia's highest good and healing. Please do a reading on Sylvia Ohanessian. Great, and thank you. Are you behind me?
Maybe.
I can sense your energy.
I can sense my weird energy. Look in the chat. That's why I'm laughing. Stop.
Okay, let's see what comes up. All right, so any messages that Sylvia needs to hear at this time? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Massachusetts.
Where?
From Massachusetts.
Nice.
See?
It's probably cold up there. Okay. So do you ever feel like you are, I feel like I'm getting a lot of empaths with my readings. Do you feel like you're ever really sensitive to energy that's around you? Yeah.
And I was married to a narcissist, so
Yeah.
yes, thank you.
Yeah. So one of the first things that came up for you was that, you know, you're an empath and you're someone who's really sensitive to absorbing energy that's not yours. And it's funny because I was just talking about this with the last person I was reading, is that as empaths, we tend to attract narcissists. And this, it's not a bad thing, because the truth is you always will. But as you learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn, you're going to get better at recognizing the red flags in the beginning, because you're always going to attract them. You're a light worker. You are a healer, and people who are narcissists naturally have things that happen to them that they need to be healed with. So they gravitate towards the empath. We're like magnets. And because we feel a need to heal, and narcissists are very charming, you know, we tend to, empaths, we're like, love me. Here's my heart. Just take it. And yeah, and the narcissist does.
Have a hard time staying grounded and, you know, protecting my energy. So I choose not to go out as much, but it's not my, and I'm on a spiritual path, so I don't know if I'm going in the right direction, but.
Yeah. And empaths too, it's sometimes it can be overwhelming, because when you're in large areas or around a lot of people, it's like we get these, it's funny because we have this desire to be around people, but then when we do get around a lot of people, it's very draining. So then it's like, oh, I want to go out, but I don't. So it is very important that you find time to ground and to protect your energy. And they're showing that you have your own gifts. So I don't know if you've ever heard of clairsentience, but I feel like you are somebody who's very clairsentient, and maybe there's some other gifts that you have, but essentially that's like an empath on crack. So clairsentience is something that you might want to look up, because that is something that is, the people who are clairsentient are, they're just, their ability to feel is like times 20.
It hurts sometimes when I feel other people's pain. I feel physical stuff. I feel their emotions. I feel a lot. I pick up on, you know, people who have passed a lot. So it's pushed me to finding out more and going to seek some help, because waking me up to me, you know, I wanted to be able to control it, and, you know, you bury things. So over the years, but now I feel like I do have a gift, and I need to open up to that. You know, don't know what direction to take going further.
They're supporting that.
Yeah.
They're saying that you have your own gifts, and you just need to protect your energy. And they're saying before you make decisions, before your mind makes the decisions, you need to trust your intuition first. And I think that trust is like one of the biggest things for you. Is, I don't know if maybe you either second guess it, or like you said, you just don't know how to develop it. And they're saying you need to trust, but there's a lot of balance that needs to happen, I think, first. And that's, once you find that harmony and that balance, the grounding, I think that is when you'll start to open up more of your own abilities and start understanding how to use them in terms of what's my purpose for these abilities. Is it to help others? Is it to help myself? You know, what is the purpose of this?
I feel I need to heal, so I feel like I want to help others heal, but you know, messages of love and all that, and hope for people who are grieving, and I feel like I do that naturally, and people come to me all the time, and it's hard. I need to work on myself at the same time.
Mediumship too, if that's something that you feel is opening, that is a very, very huge responsibility. And I think that when you have that ability starting to open up, I think that's something you should embrace, because not everybody has that gift. And I think everyone has the ability to have mediumship, but they don't know how to tune in. So if you are trying to figure out ways to tune in, I would really look into different exercises you can do. Not mediumship, can't think here. When you're doing meditations is really going to help you in terms of just kind of stilling your mind and helping your chakras opening, especially balancing your third eye. You may start to even open some of your clairaudience. So you may start to notice tones or certain rings, and then that might turn into words or sounds.
You keep breaking up, so I'll have to replay it. But I hear a lot of, I know it's not, I hear a lot of high pitched tones in one ear or the other. Sometimes
Same.
they're like a vibrating.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, who's trying to talk to me? What's going on? Like, I just want to try to understand, and I want to try to connect to spirit guides, but I'm having a hard time. Sometimes I just know things, so I don't know if it's coming through spirit guides that I don't know them yet, or just my higher self. So there's just a lot of questions I have and trying to figure out how to
Navigate. Just let it flow and let it happen. Don't try to micromanage anything. Take things as it comes. Meditate, write things down. You're going to hear the tones, and that's the beginning. That's the clairaudient that's opening up. And as you raise your vibration, you're going to start to notice that it becomes clearer, because it's like being on a radio and you're trying to tune into the stations. Some stations are going to be very clear. Some stations are going to be very staticky. And you may feel when you're having a bad day, it's not as clear. And when your energy is feeling really good and your vibrations are high, you're able to hear them clearer, because they are higher vibrational and we're down here. So we have to meet them in the middle. Does that make sense? And they're also saying that you need to just go with the flow. Just like I'm saying, it's funny because I'm pulling those cards. So don't try to micromanage it. Just try to kind of go with the flow, and as things happen, they will happen. And you'll start to see that they start to, align for you. And I almost get this sense of, I don't know if I wonder if past lives have to do with why you're feeling like you're in a hurry. Because I almost get the sense like that you've had past lives that you were not able to be upfront with your ability. So now you're like, okay, come on, I want to do it. What's my next step? What do I need to do? What's my purpose? So I almost get the feeling that there's like this karmic energy that's connected with why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. But they're saying that they want you to keep learning, keep being devoted, keep being committed, and things are going to happen. But you just need to take your time. So this tells me that you just need to do a little bit of more learning about yourself, learning about what you're experiencing, and just go with the flow. Also, I don't know if you've ever thought about doing kind of what I'm doing, or maybe energy healing for others. Have you ever thought about that?
Doing what for others?
Have you ever thought about like energy healing or?
Actually, it's something else I'm looking into, like Reiki, and I just actually today got an accepted into like a little holistic practitioner's course. They only select certain people, and I had to apply for it. So it helps me. They cover a little bit of everything, so I get an idea of what direction I want to go into. And I've never done something like that before out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't have money, or I don't know if I'm good enough for this and that, and I have to learn to trust. That's a big thing. And so like they cover some Reiki and some energy healing and all that. So
green light for that. It's they want you to really focus on that, and if those are your plans, they want you to continue with those plans and focus on it, because they're showing me plans and focus, and the one thing that comes to mind is energy healing. So I think that's the right path for you.
That gave me the chills. So that happens when I feel like from my experience, something's correct or right, connecting with that, what you just said. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think you're on the right path. It's very exciting, and I think you just have to go with the flow. And sometimes when we have spiritual awakenings, it can be very like, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to do with this? Because it's like static, and then you get these little insinuendos of clearness, and then you just don't know what to do with it. So I'm still going through that myself. It's a journey.
It can cause anxiety sometimes because I finally decided, I was pushing it away, and I finally decided, okay, I need to open up because it keeps coming at me. I can't turn away or turn back, go the other direction. What's my next step? What do I do? Like, I need some time to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the next step for you. And definitely don't ignore those urges because that's your guides kind of pushing you on the path you're supposed to be on.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope it helps. It was nice talking to you.
Do you want me to end?
Yeah, you end it this time.
Okay. I don't know how to end it. I'll just get off and come back.
Okay. Bye.
Well, my friends followed your Instagram.
Oh, did they? Wonderful. Okay, how do I end this? Oh, I think I just clicked the X. Continue without guests. There we go. We did it without ending the live. All right. Mission accomplished. We did not end the live with that one. Okay. So were you guys able to hear on your end, or was it kind of staticky? Oh, it was staticky on your guys's. Yeah, I don't think it was her because I don't think it was me. I think it was on her end because we had the same issue from before. But yeah, sorry, you guys. Hey, YouTube. I don't think I can bring people on my YouTube. Otherwise, I would, I can't. My daughter's friends are my only YouTube viewers right now.
Wait, is that on Instagram?
This is my Facebook.
Let me see if they have Facebook. Wait, do you guys have Facebook?
Why are you inviting all your friends to my business page? I can't.
Because I was bored.
My cheeks are so rosy right now.
They are.
Oh man. Well, that was a good reading. I'm really sad that you guys didn't get to really hear all of it. But yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Audible that sucks. Well, I enjoyed that reading, and I think, yes, I do have a phone case on, but I don't think that would be it because you guys don't have any issues hearing me now, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just the connection, that's all. But she got the messages she needed to hear. And that's what was important. So, all right. That was interesting. Okay, so let's do another. And then I will enjoy the rest of my Saturday nights.
I forgot it was Saturday.
It is Saturday, that's right.
Someone with 2 million followers follows you on Instagram.
Yeah, I have a lot of followers on my Instagram who have
Wait, who has 2 million followers that follows you?
Gia. Probably Gia McCool.
Gia has 2 million followers?
Mm-hmm.
What the heck? You're famous.
I'm not famous.
You have 12,000 followers.
She's famous.
You're famous. 12,000 people is a lot.
Can you have your friends stop going on my social media, please?
I know
Okay.
well that they are not going to stop.
All right. All right, let's see. Okay. I'm just going through some of these guys. Elma, you want a reading?
Elmo joined? Oh no.
She did. That's my friend, but I've been trying to get her to do a reading forever. And she never does it, but she's tuning in. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so I want you guys to think about what kind of reading that you want, and I'll have you choose from your deck and we'll go from there. All right. And if you have not shared, please do so. It'll enter you for the drawing. Okay, so is there anything specific that any of you guys have questions on? Or let's see. Let's do this. All right, Malihas Kenzaleas. I don't know how to say your name, love. Malihas Kenzaleas? You don't have to come on camera. We can just do it on here.
I forgot you were on live there. Hello, other live. How many people are on there?
Am I a medium? Well, I mean, I think you can probably answer that question. If you are getting messages and you're getting things, then, chances are that you are. If you're able to channel, there's a difference between being an intuitive and being someone who is a medium. Someone who's a medium is able to clearly speak with loved ones, but it can be on all different types of levels. What's your birth name? Malijas Gonzalez? Jasmine Melissa Gonzalez. Okay. Right. Call on Jasmine Melissa Gonzalez, the spirit guides, loved ones, ascended masters, and angels. Please come forward at this time to pass any messages for the highest good and healing of Jasmine. I have permission to do a reading, and please show me when I'm connected to Jasmine's energy and spiritual team, please. Okay. That's creepy. Why is it creepy? Don't say it's creepy. It's not creepy. It's just energy. Everything is energy.
Things moving on their own.
They're not moving on their own. They're moving with energy.
Exactly.
Okay. Jasmine, please. Any messages you have for Jasmine at this time? Okay. I love these cards.
As you should.
As I should. Okay. All right. So it's so interesting what's coming up, Jasmine. So, they're showing that your heart chakra is really imbalanced right now. And your heart chakra is the ability to love, give love, and receive love. So they're showing that there's some imbalances. So they're saying that they don't want you to have any anxiety, and they're saying that this is going to pass. So don't worry if you're I feel like there's a lot of anxiety surrounding matters of the heart. And so, like I said, matters of the heart chakra, that's love, that's giving love, receiving love. And they're showing a lot of anxiety around that, but they're saying this is going to pass. And they're showing a move related with this anxiety. So I love these cards sometimes because they're so accurate, but they don't want you to get attached with any negative self-talk or any negative patterns that maybe you're feeling a certain way because of things that have happened to you in your past. So they don't want you to bring this forward into your relationships and the relationships that are around you. So get rid of that self-doubt, that negative self-talk. They want you to get rid of it because they're saying that this is going to pass. So they don't want you to worry about that. It's almost like that worry of like, okay, what else is out there? It's like you have this like secure area, right? Like this is my secured home. This is my secured bubble. And then when anyone goes outside of that bubble, it's like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Or are they going to be okay? And they're saying that it's okay. Don't worry about it. This anxiety is going to pass and that everything is going to be okay. But they want you to just not have any self-doubt, not to let anything from your past affect what's going on right now, and just to be at peace, like let things flow. Because they're saying that anything that you want to manifest in your life, anything that your relationships want to manifest is going to happen. So I'm not seeing any type of manipulative energy or anything that's going to be bad surrounding this information, but they're showing a move, they're showing a journey, but you need to get your heart chakra in balance, because I honestly think that I don't want to say the issues lie with you, but I think the anxiety is more of a perception and not a reality, if that makes sense. All right, let's see what else comes up. There's also some indication that you need to get grounded. So, I'm not sure if you're somebody, I feel like I'm reading all these empaths today. So if you're somebody who is just really connected with emotions, or maybe you're just a highly emotional person, they're saying that they don't want you to have any type of anxieties or any type of confrontations or anything like that. They just want you to kind of be at peace, avoid any issues or any miscommunications, just kind of go with the flow and stay grounded. They're showing me earth energy, pentacle energy. So to me, that tells me you need to stay grounded. So I feel like your energy is really what's all over the place, not the ones that are around you. It's really like, I feel like your aura is just kind of like scattered. So you need to get yourself grounded. And this can be from meditation. This can be spending time in nature, just really recharging. And I feel like that's what's going to help your anxiety a lot, because I feel like it's more of a perception and not a reality. And that's okay. We're human. They're showing me another travel card. So I'm getting two different moves here. So I'm getting traveler and I'm getting journey. So there's a move. There's something happening with moving.
My friend wants reading.
And they're saying that you need to take some time and reflect. And I see a lot of abundance. So honestly, I feel like you have nothing to feel anxious about. So any type of worries that you have, the best cards that I have in my deck are the Sun card and the Spirits box. And I got both of them in this reading. So that tells me there's a lot of abundance surrounding this situation. So whatever this move is, there's a lot of abundance surrounding the move. And there's a lot of changes that are going to be surrounding this move. So I feel like this is going to be a good energy. There's nothing that I'm seeing that's bad. There's nothing that I'm seeing that's like telling me like, oh my God, be careful. There's nothing surrounding that. So again, I feel like it's all perception and not reality. And that's okay, but you need to do some grounding work. And I feel like once you do some grounding work, things are going to start to alleviate in terms of your anxieties. Does that make sense? So no worries on that one. I hope that helps. My baby is 17 and she wants to move to California with someone she met on TikTok. Oh, God.
It reminds me of you.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't mean to laugh. I'm only laughing because this girl is like obsessed with TikTok, and I can only imagine where your mind is at. And I can totally empathize with why you would be feeling the way that you're feeling. So that's the only reason why I'm laughing, because I'm like, no wonder why you're anxious, because I would feel the same exact way. But I actually don't see anything bad with this. I actually feel like there's like a lot of opportunities that might come up with this move. And, she's young. Let me pull a couple other cards with this. What's her first name, love? Can you please show me the energy that's surrounding this move with Jasmine's daughter, please? Hold on a second. Okay. They're showing me a new transition for her. So I actually don't feel like it's going to be a bad thing. But she does need to be careful with the person. She needs to trust her intuition. But I feel like a lot of Empress type energy, like very like free spirited, kind of knows who she is, and like exploring herself, exploring her sexuality, exploring who she is as a woman. And honestly, like you might have to just let her kind of go through this transition to learn the lessons, because it feels like this is something that needs to happen for her. But I wouldn't be worried about it, because they're showing a transition, and there's something like that you just need to kind of have some introspection with. I'm not sure about the relationship though, in all honesty, because they are giving me some slight warnings that this person may not have the best intentions, but these might be lessons that she needs to learn. But they're showing me a new beginning, like a new transition for her. So if she decides to go, it might just be a lesson that needs to happen, if that makes sense. What are you doing?
Look in the chat.
What's in the chat?
Many things.
Oh my gosh. Why are you inviting all your little friends on my readings? My daughter like invited all her little school friends to tune in.
There's only like 3. Oh, my friend said to tell you that she's an INFP.
An ENFP or an INFP?
INFP.
Oh, I'm an ENFP. Nice. So again, girl, I wouldn't worry too much about it. They're just telling me yes and joy and contentment. So I actually feel like there's some lessons that are going to learn she's going to learn here. They're also telling me inner child healing. So maybe this is going to have to do with some healing that might be done for her, or this is going to be some healing that's going to be done for you. So just go with the flow, ground, and let her learn the lessons that she needs to learn. I can't honestly. I don't think that this is going to be a long-term thing with this person. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Okay. All right.
Valeria got mad for you calling her a little friend.
Okay. I hope that helps. All right. Would love a reading. Linda Marie. All right, Linda. Oh, I know. I could imagine. Same with this one. Okay. You mentioned that I had a hard time hearing you, but I thought you said I was holding back now because of something from a past life. I was told I was a healer and had spiritual gifts and was hurt and rejected. Yeah, so that's what I said essentially. So I got the sense that the reason why there might be like this need of urgency to figure out like, okay, what's my purpose? What do I need to do with this? Is because in past lives, I almost feel like you were a healer in other lives and maybe either suppress some of your gifts or you weren't able to be who you truly wanted to be, like because of other reasons. So you weren't able to be open with it. So now there's a sense of like catching up, like urgency. Okay, like what do I need to do? This is the path I need to be on, but what do I need to do with this? Like, it's like now. I want to hear it now. I want to